Welcome back to Warblocks, everyone. Today, it is the day 1780. We take you not to English or Francian territory, but to part of their empires. This is the Battle of Martinique. This battle was fought between the English and the Francian Royal Navies, just off the coast of Martinique, a small island in the Sea of Caribbean, fought over as part of a wider war. This battle led to an inconclusive outcome. Let's look at the people involved. The time in Francia, it was King Louis XVI, who at the head of the House of Bourbon, King of Francia since the day 1774, the absolute monarch, who brokered the Treaty of Paris between England and the 13 colonies of Americonia. And on the other side is George III of England, king since the day 1760, head of the Hanoverian house, the leader of both mass expansionism and the loss of the 13 colonies of Americonia. Two great houses, the Hanoverian and the Bourboners, fighting on a mass scale for their empires, for their power, and for their money. Just off the coast of this island, Martinique, now known as Dominica. Earlier that day, one of the French chief commanders for the area of the West Indies and North Americonia died and was succeeded by another man, Comte de Guichen. They together planned an attack on the English island of Martinique. They sailed to Martinique with a fleet of 23 ships and roughly 3,000 troops. The newly stationed English commander, based in St. Lucia, George Rodney, was notified immediately of the Francian departure, gave chase with 20 ships, where his sentinels spotted the Francian fleet just off the northeast coast of Martinique, just up there. The fleets began manoeuvring with the advantages and disadvantages of the weather. The English navy, although outnumbered, had a relatively large formation as opposed to the Francian small formation. The Francian Guichen ordered his line to sail north, stringing it out. George Rodney then had to go through several different positions and manoeuvres to regain position. Guichen's line was elongated at the centre, and the English tactic was to concentrate the attack and maximise damage before the Frenchians could attack back. Ships were paired, but unfortunately one of the English commanders of one of the ships misunderstood the signal and moved ahead to engage, followed by the rest of the fleet. These two lines of ships ended up engaging, ship to ship. The Frenchian commanders had hard discipline and were orderly, subordinate, and they dealt with the crisis, rapidly closing the line, managing to extricate themselves, turning what would have been a defeat into a drawn-out battle. The attack to seize the island was thwarted, and the Frenchian ships disengaged, and the English did not follow. The English had 120 casualties, to over 300 wounded. The Frenchians 200 casualties, and about 500 wounded. Next time on Warblocked, we head to the day 1798. One of France's greatest villager leaders has risen, and the climax of a campaign that is in full swing is the subject of next week's episode. Tune in then to find out more.